Welcome to the St. Louis podcast for September 29th, 2023. I'm your glorious host today, Eric Brown, alongside Katie Baker. Today we have Scott Nyberg, an entrepreneur and owner of 4 different companies on the St. Louis podcast, and we're going to get into the weeds with him and his business. But before we do, this is the St. Louis podcast where each and every Friday, Central Standard Time, we drop an episode on all major podcasting, audio, and video platforms. You know what those are. I don't need to list them off. Where we meet with the most badass people and creators, talk about business, entrepreneurship, and current events. Let's jump into it. Scott, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you on. We're excited to get into it. Real quick about Scott, owns a couple different companies as we talked about: Fusion Media Marketing, Pudgy Udder Ice Cream Company, Number 9 Networking, Event Impact Pro. I've had some of the ice cream. It's delicious, by the way. It's some good stuff. So I wanted to ask you first. Now, Fusion Media Marketing was the first company you started, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How long ago did you start that?
Well, we've had a version of it part-time for 20 years, and It's been full-time for the last 12.
Okay, gotcha. So take me back. Let's go back to 12 years ago. We started 7 years ago. So you're 5 years ahead of us. So what did you start with doing? Like, what were your main kind of service offerings? What did you find that worked well, 12 years ago?
Well, 12 years ago, it was really, we were developing websites, mainly in HTML5.
Okay.
Eventually moved to WordPress. But that was the main focus, along with some design, a lot of creative design and branding.
Sure.
Since then, it's been expanded into green screen video marketing, which is what I went to school with about 30 years ago.
Okay.
And now it's all kind of come full circle. So creative marketing is the essence of Fusion Media Marketing.
Gotcha. So now you said green screen. So as far as social content, it sounds like you're trying to push, correct? Like reels and things like that for business owners. Is that correct?
Well, not necessarily. We're doing like creative marketing videos that people can use on those different platforms.
Gotcha.
But they can also, share them with a link on their signature of their email or however they want to use those videos. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then video content's super important for businesses, especially to stand out. I mean,
today, yeah.
I mean, one big thing with this podcast, is posting reels and stuff like that to, get attention. So it definitely works, and it's a good thing for businesses to definitely be investing in. So with Fusion Media Marketing, is it just yourself, or how big's your team there?
Yes, it's me, but I have a team of contractors that help in design development. I can pull in a lot of different areas.
Gotcha.
So I have those pool of people.
Okay. So Pudgy Udder.
Ooh, Pudgy Udder.
When did you start this?
Well, it's been kind of a 12-year journey as well, but it's officially a business in 2020 during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
you're like, it's about time to let's do something with this.
Let's do something. Absolutely. It was just a case of, it was growing and slowly in popularity, from family to neighbors to people starting to buy it. And then in 2020, I'm like, okay, let's just see if this is going to make it a go. And it has increased extensionally, the last 3 years. And now we are like distributing to different entities like restaurants and convenience stores and event venues, and partnering with like Naked Spirits Distillery and things like that. So yeah, it's really grown in the last year.
Do you have to have any special license for putting alcohol in ice cream?
No, it's actually an ingredient.
Interesting.
And so what I was told was that you can't get drunk off of the ice cream because there's only a certain amount in there. It's really for taste.
Okay.
And so it's an ingredient.
Gotcha.
So you don't have to have the liquor license. Now, if it was like hugely distributed, then we would definitely need to do that.
So don't go out there and buy alcohol-infused ice cream and think you're getting drunk. So that's
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to eat gallons and gallons of it to get.
That's. I always thought about that. I never looked it up. I always kind of assumed as much that's kind of how that worked, and that makes sense. Obviously, those alcohol slushy places are a little bit different. Oh my god.
Like narwhals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because those get you drunk.
Pretty much pure. Those are pretty much pure alcohol, right? Mm-hmm. So first of all, what is your favorite? What's your favorite flavor? What do you see that other people's are favorite flavor?
My favorite flavor would be the orange dreamsicle, which we based it off of the old push pop ice cream way back when. But people's most favorite is either the chocolate cake batter brownie or the chocolate or the strawberry cheesecake. Yeah.
She's just like, I want some ice cream.
Yeah.
I guess I could have brought some in today.
Brownies are my favorite dessert. So that was just like
brownies are good, especially with some caramel on there.
Oof, like salted caramel brownie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you're going to a normal ice cream shop, what flavor do you get?
Oh boy, good question. I haven't honestly been to one for
I feel like there's not that many.
Although
Andy's is everywhere.
Well, if I went to Ted Drew's, it's the Cardinal Sin. That's my go-to.
What's in the Cardinal Sin?
It's like cherry.
Tart cherries and fudge.
Interesting. Okay.
Hot fudge.
Okay.
I don't know. The combination is
okay
for me.
Interesting. I like die by the sword of cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough. I'm like that guy. I don't. So anywhere boring. I go, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm getting chocolate chip cookie dough, and if they don't have chocolate chip cookie dough, I'm going like cookies and cream.
I thought you were gonna say just vanilla, and I was like, dude, just don't get anything.
No, I'm never pure vanilla. That's a little boring.
There are people that are just vanilla.
I could never.
It's not bad. A vanilla shake's amazing.
From the right place.
Yes. Well, I was going to say the orange dreamsicle. That reminds me of the Steak and Shake had the orange. What was the orange shake that they had? That thing was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sure they still have it, but I don't know where there's.
I don't think they do.
No, they don't anymore.
I don't think so. There's one by my house, and they have like all different flavors now.
Interesting. Yeah, that was like one thing I remember being a big flavor. Maybe it was just my grandpa always got it, and I was like, interesting.
I don't think I'm old enough to remember.
Yeah, no, ever since I can remember, he used to get that every time we went. I'm like,
yeah.
But that was back when like you were excited to go to Steak and Shake.
I'm still excited, and I'm 24 years old. I love it.
Well, I guess
I had it like last week.
It's lost the nostalgic feeling. You're also down the street from one. I don't have one. Do we even have one in West County? I don't even know if
there's one in Lake St. Louis, but
yeah. So there's Lake St. Louis, Hampton. There's one on Hampton by the zoo.
I think there's one on Jungerman and
so there's
94.
I think there is.
So there's none where I'm at all. There's none out here. So that's the biggest problem. No offense to Steak and Shake, but I'm not going to drive 25 minutes to get Steak and Shake.
There's one on Watson.
I'm not.
Sunset Hills.
This isn't Harold and Kumar go to Steak and Shake,
Oh my
gosh. Such a funny movie. All right. So Pudgy Udder. So are you trying to get into like convenience stores as well? Schnucks, Dierbergs, things like that?
We're not getting into the stores quite yet. We're going to try to focus on like restaurant desserts, local restaurant who don't have, and I'm partnering with a bakery too. So we can offer brownies and ice cream, danishes, those kinds of things with the ice cream as well. So yeah. So restaurants, convenience stores, event venues, those kinds of things.
Gotcha. So how do you find the ingredients? Do you source them? Do you have a facility where you make this stuff? How does the production work, I guess? How do you make ice cream?
It's hard.
Is it? I have no idea.
Well, it actually is pretty easy.
Okay.
My mom and I had an ice cream machine like when I was younger, and it just like took so long.
Well, did you use the crank and the ice and the salt and?
Well, no, it was like you plug it in and it would just like do it for you. But I'm like, I want it now. Yeah. And it just took so long to thicken up.
Yeah. Well, the first 3 years I used ice cream makers that that went around like this, and it was a slow churn, which is probably what you're doing. And Cuisinart had a canister you put in the freezer, and
I think that's similar to what we had.
Yeah, so that was like 25 to 40 minutes it would take to make 2 quarts of ice cream. Yeah. So I was spending a lot of time.
Yeah, I was about to say
making ice cream for events and stuff.
Also, if I want ice cream, I want it sooner than that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, now we have batch ice cream makers that we bought, so we can do a gallon in 15 minutes and crank out ice cream a lot faster. Next step is a bigger ice cream maker.
Gotcha.
That we can then do distribution. So we're growing. We're working our way up there. Yeah.
How is it being in the food game?
Totally different. I have learned a lot.
Yeah.
In the 3 years really doing this full time. People always ask, I have a marketing company and an ice cream company. How does that? I'm like, I don't know.
They're so different.
It's an entrepreneurial thing, I guess.
Yeah.
You just go 2 feet in and you're like, okay, let's try to make it work.
That's right.
Do or die.
Yep.
Well, I mean, having a marketing background and starting a business is pretty nice. I mean, that's one of the main reasons we started Vi 7 years ago. Is like, we were pretty much all sitting in a room being like, we want to start a business. What do we want to do? Well, it's not like we know a lot about a lot of different things, but we know how to market sort of, and we're savvy online. So let's start a marketing company. And from there, hopefully we were like, we can eventually build other businesses. Somehow we actually made that into fruition, which is crazy. But I mean, that's why we started Vi, was to do that. Because I think I was just talking about this. Someone said this, which obviously isn't what you want, but good advertising can blow up a company, even though the company has shitty service, shitty products. At the end of the day, if you have like a good advertising or marketing campaign, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
So, but with that said, obviously you would prefer to have a well-run business.
I was gonna say, is that your slogan? It doesn't matter how bad it is, our marketing's better.
That actually would be funny. That would be funny. We only work with clients that have under 3.5 star on Google. We just save them.
Oh my God.
We save them from the depths of hell.
That's funny.
We only work with the worst. Oh man. All right. So you said you've learned a couple of things. What have you learned from Pudgy Udder, for example, that other people can take? Maybe they're trying to start a business in food or something different, retail, etc. Anything that they can take away?
Well, one, don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't have you can't have an ego. I partner with people who are smarter than you.
Yeah.
Partner with people who you trust, that kind of thing. I know that's probably generally what a lot of people say, but it's really true. When you have, like, I have a partner that has 30 years experience in baking.
Yep.
He has a lot of connections. He knows the right ingredients to use, that kind of thing. It's well worth it.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing we talk about is like, thank God we have business partners, because I don't know how we would do it by ourselves. I don't think we could. Like, you're a one-man band, which is crazy. So you have to organize everyone at your business. We have 4 different people, and at times one person definitely seems nice, whenever when we can't come to an agreement, we're like, I'm the right one, so I don't care what anyone else says. We're just moving forward. But having other partners to lean on is definitely nice.
Absolutely.
Especially when their specialty is in something that yours is not.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally.
How many times do you talk to a small business where you're like, maybe the person's skilled, maybe they're good at business, but they need someone else? Like, they need a partner, or they need to hire someone to implement or something like that. How often do you run into that type of thing?
Well, honestly, I was that person a few years ago, even with my Fusion Media company. I'm like, I can do this all myself, until it was too busy that I couldn't.
Yep.
And then you find good people to, partner with, come in and, help brainstorm where are we going from here, that kind of thing. So I've been one of those people.
Yes.
And now I'm like,
Help.
Yeah, I'm
take it
wide
all.
open.
Yeah.
Help, I'll take any advice and any good word there is.
Yeah, absolutely. So with Pudgy Udder, do you have, as far as selling online, like e-commerce, I see obviously that's an issue. Is there a way that you can ship to homes? Or
We haven't gotten to the shipping quite yet.
I'm assuming you have to get like dry ice and stuff,
Yeah,
right? Or is
and it's very expensive to ship it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's companies that do it.
Mhm.
There's ice cream companies that do it. So it's not out of the
realm of
possibility. But right now, we're not at that spot.
Gotcha.
We'll have to grow a little bit more to accommodate that.
So if someone wants to buy some right now, where do they go?
Well, there is a few places. We decorate cakes down in Pacific. That's
Okay.
the bakery that I'm partnering with. Sarah's Boxes and Boards out in O'Fallon.
Mhm.
We're going to be starting there in a week or two.
Very nice.
About 4 days a week. All three charcuterie, bakery items, and ice cream.
Is she selling the candy? She's
doing the freeze dried candy
very
too.
nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay.
So yeah, the
Awesome.
three of us are
Okay.
having a great partnership there, and
That's awesome.
and all the things that we are selling too. So
Very nice. Cool. Yeah, that's I love ice cream. I know. I think when I first talked to Chris about Pudgy Udder and about yourself, I'm like, ooh, I'm jealous. I would just have my freezer stocked up. I probably wouldn't look like the guy I am though, if I had an ice cream
Here's
company.
a question though. Do you like custard or soft serve better?
What do you think?
Or no, sorry. Custard
Yeah.
or like hard ice cream?
What do you think?
I like custard better.
No, what do you think I like?
Hard.
Yeah.
Ew.
100%. 100%.
So
100%. I would much rather go to like Oberweis and get their ice cream.
Oberweis is good, but
Custard melts too fast.
it's creamier. It's just better.
I don't disagree. I don't know. Like,
Well, you are disagreeing.
Cold Stone, it's good. Ice
Cold
cream's
Stone-
amazing.
no,
I
Cold
love
Stone is
custard.
so
I'll eat it
good.
all. I don't get. I love ice cream.
I love
Well,
the
now-
debate here. I like
But not like
we're a hard ice cream.
Yes,
And so make it, freeze it, then scoop it.
it's
It's
the way
still
to go.
soft, but it's
Yeah.
considered hard.
It's not custard, and the custard's
love
not the best.
custard.
It's not. It's just not the best.
I think it is.
I think custard isn't more of a St. Louis thing, because I feel like we have a lot of custard, and
Nah, I think I've seen it around the country. Custard.
I guess I don't really pay attention. I don't know. It seems like
They might just like call it something different.
yeah. No, I'm definitely all day long. I'm going. I would drive out of the way to go to a place that's not custard.
Okay. That's really extreme.
But with that said,
I feel bad I didn't bring any in.
I grew up down the street from the Silkies in Wildwood, though.
Oh.
So I always went there. But
And I grew up next to a snow cone place that has custard.
shout out Silkies, though. They pack it up. They pack it up there. They throw in. I asked for cookie dough. They're giving me some cookie dough. So shout out Silkies. Shout out Silkies. But still doesn't mean I don't like hard ice cream better. So, what's your favorite flavor?
Brownie batter.
Brownie batter.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
So good.
You ever put sprinkles on it? Make it like a
Yeah,
sprinkle brownie.
Cold Stone has that.
What? So what?
Cold Stone is like I think it's like birthday something, and it's birthday cake flavored ice cream, chunks of brownies, sprinkles, and hot fudge. Oh, it's so good.
Holy shit! What happened to all the Cold
That does
Stones?
sound good.
There's one right by my house.
What is this?
There's one in South. There's one off Tesson Ferry.
What?
Yeah.
Move to a
Arnold,
better
There's
place.
one-
dude, Arnold is
Hearing right
popping.
Dude.
We have everything.
One in Lake St. Louis too.
What is this? What Lake St. Louis? All my
They're
old.
all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm in.
Yeah. West County's dead. You gotta get out of there.
I'm at 270 in Doherty Ferry, and I don't have any of those spots.
You have the Shack, Dailies,
I have the
Izakaya
Shack.
Ren
I have Izakaya
in the corner.
I have the corner. I have the tavern.
You have a McDonald's and
I have
a Taco Bell.
McDonald's. I've never been to that McDonald's since I lived there for 2 years. And I'm proud of myself for that. Because I've thought about it a couple times, where you're like, you open your fridge, it's dinner time, and you're like, I thought I had food. This sucks. I don't want to order DoorDash that's $40. Oh, there's a McDonald's down the street. Not worth it.
No. You guys have a Sonic nearby too, don't you?
I don't know.
I think you do.
I don't eat
Like
fast
up.
food. I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't touch it.
You're the type of people I hate. I had Jack in the Box last night. Delish.
I'd rather go to Corner or go up the street to Public House and and support a small business than well, I guess it's still McDonald's are franchise owned, but I don't know. I'd rather support someone that has a small business restaurant versus it's the same price at this point. All right, how much did Taco Bell cost?
For myself,
Yeah.
$8.
All right, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Chipotle is $9 for a chicken bowl.
That's how much Qdoba is.
I'm thinking it's always like between 10 and $15 for any kind of meal you eat.
Yeah.
All the stuff I
Wanna
get is
get.
like off the little value menu.
Mm.
You just gotta be smart about this.
I was gonna say I spent $15 a day just like that. Boom, gone.
Yeah.
I have like rewards for like every place that I go to.
Okay.
So then I just like get money off constantly. There, like McDonald's has like free medium fry Fridays every day or every Friday.
Do you ever use the Upside app?
Yes, I used it
Oh
today
my
for
gosh.
gas.
What is this?
Oh my God, you would
Talk
love
about
it.
percentage off.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's an app where you can go. It tells you like grocery stores and restaurants
In gas stations.
and gas stations, and you just upload your receipt and you get 10 cents back every gallon or 21% back
Let's see
on
what
a
I got
food,
today.
and it all goes to your app.
I
and
have
then
$10 right
you
now.
can get a gift certificate to Amazon based on what you saved.
The Starbucks right there, 2% cash back. Phillips, 10% or 10 cents gallon cash back.
Yeah,
You don't have to do
I use it
anything.
all the time.
Yeah.
There's a scam here somewhere.
I
What?
just
No,
see
I've
you
literally
sitting-
gotten the money back. It goes straight into your
What?
account.
10% back on gas?
No, 10 cents
A
back.
gallon.
Again,
10
per
cents.
gallon.
Oh, so
Which still isn't bad.
Well, I mean, my credit
couple
card.
bucks.
I got a 4% back on my credit card for gas.
Eric's just sitting at home with a cigar.
Shout
wearing,
out
like,
Costco.
Costco. He's like, I don't need your petty money.
No, shout out Costco. 4% back credit card, dude.
I just got a Southwest card yesterday because I had to book a flight.
Why didn't you? I could have. I would have. I could have. Or excuse me. I could have sent you an invitation and got 20,000 points for free, and then I could have sent you points or just bought you a flight.
I had a flight that I had to book to Scottsdale and it was $400. And they were like, oh, if you apply for the credit card, you get $200 off. And I'm like, absolutely, sign me up.
Yeah. Did you get the free one?
Free. Yeah.
Or no, it's not free. Sorry, it's like
It's like Rapid Rewards, 69 a year. Yeah.
You got to make sure and use it though, otherwise it's not worth it. Because it's a yearly fee.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, like, I don't travel that much.
So you should probably just cancel it after you use it, or just
Maybe.
you could just keep it open. I guess is
Yeah,
revolving.
and then I can just.
Oh, should we get into credit? Should we talk about credit?
No.
You should leave it open as an open line of credit.
No,
you
I
know?
don't want to. I don't know anything about credit.
Well,
I just know
no,
I have a good credit
the
score.
problem is it's a $69 annual fee, so you really don't want to just have that just to have it. But anyways, that's cool. Like I said, you should have told me. Oh yeah, shout out to Southwest Card. Anyone that is thinking about getting a Southwest card,
Let me know.
text all of your friends and ask them if they have one. And then they can get points, but then you have to make them buy you a flight. Or they have to buy you a flight. You know what I meant. Anyways. All right. Number 9, networking. I wanted to get into this real quick. So networking groups are super important for small business owners.
Absolutely.
Because it's one of like the main 4 avenues that brought our company's success is definitely networking. Networking, cold calling, and like social media is really how we've, I think, grown our business, at least really started to grow our business at first. So with that said, tell us a little bit about Number 9 networking. I know there's a few locations across St. Louis and St. Charles.
Yes, absolutely. So Number 9 networking's been in existence for about 5.5 years now, a little over 5.5. It was started based on gathering information from what we did and did not like from all the other networking groups.
Mm-hmm.
We put something together. I have a partner, Rodney Schrum, and I took this over. And it's based on relationship building in businesses. Once you know, like, and trust somebody, you want to refer them or use them in your own business.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 130 businesses in our group, 4 locations, around 3 in St. Charles, 1 in Chesterfield. Meet weekly and hopefully refer business to people you know, like, and trust.
Absolutely. So what do you think is so important about networking for small business owners, or just, I mean, even salespeople? I mean, anyone that can improve themselves or their business by meeting new people, essentially.
Yeah, if you think about, if you do it right, the people that are in the networking groups, that's your extended sales force. You're telling them what you're wanting to do, who you are, a call to action, what you're, looking for, and they are your sales force. They go out and help you find different things and jobs, and like a heating and cooling company, it's top of mind. If they're there, they're top of mind and they're referred.
Yeah.
So that's what's key. For me, first 2 years, Rodney and I thought, we're just going to give back to the community and help 20, 30 businesses. We didn't think it was going to grow to 130, but it has helped my Pudgy, ice cream business grow. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without the networking. My marketing company, have done a lot of work for the different businesses in our group.
Sure. So with Number 9 Networking, what do you think kind of makes you guys different than other networking organizations?
Well, it's not industry specific.
Okay.
We don't keep track of all the referrals and different things like that. We feel like if you're an adult, show up, get to know people, that kind of thing. We also, there's not the rules and regulations, do what you want to with your own business, show up, be recognized, and people will refer you. Yeah.
So I like that. Now let me ask you a question though, going almost the exact opposite way. So let's say, for example, I know someone, maybe me, that would like to have a networking group where there has to be some sort of guidelines on getting in, number one. So say your company hits this revenue or along those standards. That way we can make sure that your business is legitimate to actually get in the door. And then number two, I feel like, so you said extended sales force. Now, I think a big issue with just networking in general, and maybe this is just me being young, stupid, and naive, is if we're a sales force, then we should get paid. So say you refer someone and you're in that group. Do you think businesses would be opposed to almost signing a contract saying they'd pay 5%, or whatever, some sort of commission that would be agreed upon for the other people in the networking group?
Well, for us, I think that's based on an individual business decision. If they have that part of their process, then they would offer that to people who refer. Yeah. There's lots of things that we can not control in that, but if it's part of the process of that business, they want to give money back to people who refer. For instance, one company in our networking group is Stay Cool Climate Control. They give tacos for referrals. I mean, and they say that every time,
I have a gift card on my counter right now. He installed a unit for my dad a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
Shout out Jeremy.
There you go. Yeah, so Jeremy Wolf, he was like, eat free tacos. That's part of his tagline. So,
and I like that he partners with the small business to do it, because it's the I forget the name of the place out there that he gives the gift card to.
Oh, he gets them from? Are you talking about the Mexican restaurants he gets them from? Yeah. I think he has multiple, few different ones he buys gift cards from.
Oh, okay.
And then,
I forget which spot he gave me one from, but it's amazing out there. So definitely shout out Jeremy. Yeah. See, he sent me some money and I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
There
you go.
I was like, there we go.
That's what networking is about.
I know. Yeah. I guess it's just my thought process. It's almost like most people don't want to get like money back for a referral in a weird way. They're like, no, I don't want it. But some professions you can't do it, right? Like mortgage is a little tricky depending on how it is. Yeah. Financial planners and advisors, it's a little tricky. But for the most part, 90% of people networking, I would say, I don't know. I just wish everyone we could all be on the same page and be like, if I send you someone, I expect something back.
Well, see, but that's where I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
I think, I'm going to give
It sounds selfish.
It does sound
I know.
selfish.
I was gonna be like,
I'm
can't
aware.
expect-
I'm not trying to sound selfish. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to play on the other side of the spectrum here of what you were saying.
Unless it's ice cream, refer and I'll, you better eat my ice cream.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just a thought I've been having swimming around my head for quite a while. I'm like, it's an extended sales force. I just, we call it sales moments or sales manager, all these different things, but we're not really a salesperson. We're just your buddy sending you referrals. And that's fine. That's fine. I do a lot of networking. It's good. People refer me all the time.
I didn't even think of it as selfish until you said that word, because I was like listening. I'm like, it doesn't sound right. Like, it doesn't sound morally correct. And then you said selfish. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Well, it's almost like if you envision almost like it's one company and like you just have all these different people in one company. And if you send business to one of those different people, then you're getting paid whatever percentage. And it doesn't even have to be the same percentage across the board, because different industries you can't pay as much, or it's a fee. Anything. I don't know. I also think people would take it more seriously too. Maybe that's
because they like want the money.
Which I don't.
Like
which isn't
percentage.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about givers and takers.
Mm-hmm.
The givers will eventually get that back.
Yes.
The takers.
You're the taker.
Won't.
I'm not the taker. I sound.
You sound like a taker.
All right, delete this. Delete the last couple minutes.
No, this is staying exactly where it is.
I'm clipping it.
I'm not trying to. All right, I might sound a little selfish, but I'm just trying to bring a point here. Don't attack me. Don't criticize me. It's all right. All right, you can criticize me. Leave a comment. I don't know. If you have a good idea, put it in the comments. Send me a message. I don't know. All right. So number 9, networking. So who are good people? I mean, if there's anyone listening right now and they're asking, should I go networking? Does this make sense for me? What are some questions that they could ask themselves? Does this make sense?
Well, in your company, does it make sense to meet a lot of people, get to be in the community, get to, it's the long game. If the long game is important to you, that's what networking is. You're not going to get referrals more than likely right away. It's the long game.
Yep.
If that makes sense for a company, then by all means, jump into a chamber, be in a networking group. What makes sense for you? I'm not here. There's good networking groups out there. Find one and get involved.
Yeah. 100%.
Hey there, St. Louis podcast listeners. We've got some exciting news from our sponsor, Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, led by the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Lee. Mark Lee of Farmers Insurance is recruiting agency owners here in St. Louis.
That's right, Garrett, and everyone knows what Farmers Insurance is, and if they don't, they will now.
Yes, it's kind of a household name. That said, as many of you know, a large part of our audience is made up of badass business owners, entrepreneurs, and top producing sales professionals with an open mind like yourself. Farmers Insurance is currently searching for driven individuals who aspire to own their own business or already own their own business and want to add another income stream to join the Farmers Insurance brand and own their own insurance agency.
This is a stellar opportunity to build your own insurance agency from scratch, take over an existing agency, or if you're just a slow roller, we know you the guys out there and ladies, get paid to train under an existing successful agency owner before starting your own.
Holy shit, Eric. That means that whether you have experience as a business owner or you've never heard the word business before in your life, there's a pathway to owning your own business through Farmers Insurance Agency led by Mark Lee.
That's right. You can become a Farmers Insurance business owner even if you've been homeless in the past, just like you.
Yeah, thanks.
If you've ever dreamt of being your own boss, building a team under a reputable brand, and making a difference in your community by offering top-tier auto, home, and commercial insurance to consumers and businesses in your area, Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, led by the godlike man himself, Mark Lee, has the perfect opportunity for you.
Visit insurancecareerstl.com to speak with Mark Lee, the district manager of Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, to become a Farmers Insurance agency owner today.
Did you hear that, St. Louis? Go visit insurancecareerstl.com. Insurancecareerstl.com. That is INSURANCE. Career, CAREERSTL.com.
To become a business owner today, again, one more time, visit insurancecareerstl, as in St. Louis.com today, right now, this second, or reach out to us at stlouispodcast.com and we'll introduce you to Mark Lee ourselves. And I promise he won't spell out insurance and career to you.
Now back to the show. I think some people are just almost scared to take that step sometimes.
Yeah. I'm an introvert. 6 years ago, when I started this, I wouldn't have done this now, you know?
Yep.
So you grow, personally as well within your business.
Well, I always said I think networking is one of the best ways to improve public speaking.
Oh, absolutely. You give your elevator pitch every week, and you present every so often.
You have to talk about your services all the time.
Absolutely.
You have to make connections. Like it's definitely important. And so, if anyone is thinking about networking that hasn't, or maybe that has a couple of times that hasn't continued to do so, like you were saying, it's a long game. And I think there's a big problem. Do you find a lot of young people networking?
No, there's not a lot of young.
No, there's not. I don't run into like hardly anyone ever my age. It's pretty amazing. And do you think it's mainly do you think it could partly be because of long-term thing? Like they're looking short-term, so they're like,
I guess
that could be a part of it.
It could be a part of it.
Yeah.
It could be a part of it. There's lots of people at any age that come in and think, oh, I'm going to get like hundreds of leads and work and stuff right away.
Everyone give me your business card.
Don't be disappointed here.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while.
Yes. Yeah. I've always thought about how to get younger people interested in networking too. And I don't know. I talk to them. It's hard to get anyone to go. I ask all the time. They're just like, well, I don't know. It's early. We meet at 7:30. My networking group that I take a part of every week. I'm like, it's so early. I'm like, it's good. You could get it out of the way and then go do your job. Matt's like, I would die.
Well, see, that's when I wake up. Even we've now implemented different times for each of the locations so that people can find that time. We have a 7:30, we have 2 9 o'clocks and 11:30. So there's times that we want people to be able to network.
My biggest thing with lunch is it's hard to network and eat.
Well, that's where we're trying to.
It's a little bit more difficult.
Start a half hour early and eat, and then do the meeting.
Yeah,
that was our goal for.
It's just always distracting.
It is.
It is. Yeah. It's hard to also talk when you're eating too.
It is.
It's like,
it is.
You got some right there.
You worry about, did I spill on my... I get up and get embarrassed. Yeah.
That's right. So, Event Impact Pro.
Yeah. This is a new one.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't hear about this. Katie put it on here for us, so thank you for the insight here, Katie. What is Event Impact Pro?
So we are trying to help nonprofits and different chambers fundraise, have a better experience fundraising.
Okay.
So it's all about upfront pricing, taking less out of with transaction fees and percentages and all that kind of stuff, and streamline the process for those entities so that more money is in their pocket.
Got it. Okay.
We've created a product and partnered with advanced payment services, whereas they have dual pricing. So the user pays the transaction fee, and not the entity.
Yep.
And it puts more money in their pocket. So low cost, better marketing, we hope, and better results for the nonprofit.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Yeah, that's smart. I like it. Any way we can help nonprofits out there, that's definitely a pro, because they need couple dollars more makes a big difference, and when it's a couple $1,000s more, it makes even bigger difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know there's companies that take huge percentages.
Yes, they do.
And charge, above that, charge transaction fees. And we just want to try to streamline things and help nonprofits.
I actually just saw, maybe I'm mistaken, but I think I just saw that in Congress or somewhere they're trying to, apparently someone I think presented or is trying to push through a law where they get rid of transaction fees.
They should.
They're trying to make it illegal.
Oh, really?
And then the credit card company said, well, we're not going to have, we won't have any sort of like, I don't think they send percent back, but like the opening. Like if you open a credit card, you get 1,000 points or $500. They're like, we'll get rid of that.
Or like 0% for however many months. Yeah.
So they're like, we'll get rid of that stuff, and it's like, all right. As a small business owner, I mean, Jesus, you guys making. Well, I mean, I don't know where they make their money from. Then I guess if you take away the they're still making money, but they're not going to be making anywhere near the amount that they are now.
People they're making. Are you talking strictly credit card companies or just? Well, they're making it on, the percentage fees. That,
so they're the ones that are talking about getting rid of it. So that would be the law to get rid of that percentage that they charge to use it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see. To use it, but they're still charging.
Correct. APR.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's where they're making the money.
Yeah. Correct. So APR. No, people are still in debt. We have like I think we're over $1 trillion in credit card debt right now. Which, if you think about that, what most APR is like 25%.
Yeah.
So the average person is paying 22.5% interest.
Oh,
that's
sickening.
insane. I was just talking to someone about, I don't know why I've been talking so much about credit lately. It's really getting annoying, to be completely honest. But I don't even know where I was going with this. I was talking to someone about credit, and they were like, oh yeah, I'm amazed that you have I have like 8 different credit cards open, and I use them all appropriately and then pay them off. And they're like, how do you not just go spend it? I'm like, what do you mean? It's because I have a brain and I don't want to go in debt on spending money that I don't have. So I use it as I would a debit card, but just put it on the credit card.
See, my thing is I feel like it's free money.
It's not.
And see, that's the issue, right? It's just a compulsion, but it's not free money. And
free money.
Eric is correct. So as of August 8th, $1 trillion in credit card debt for Americans.
That's insane.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like when I opened the Southwest one last night, I was like, when I saw my credit limit, I was like, oh my God, shopping street.
You're who I'm talking about.
I know,
right
and
now.
you just said I don't have a brain.
Yeah, well, sorry. I mean, in this aspect, maybe you don't. Okay, we need.
And then I just use the minimum payment, $50 every month, 50 extra bucks.
We need a financial literacy person on this podcast. My God, we need.
Okay, so
we need to help y'all people out.
He needs to make a Excel sheet for us or for me.
If you don't pay your credit card off every month in full, you are fucking yourself over 1,000%.
My credit score is pretty good, actually. And I have 4 credit cards now. I had 2 before, and they were both completely maxed out.
Let's do a math problem.
And I would just spend I'm not really that good at math.
All right. So if you just a balance of $100 on your credit card at the end of a cycle, that will now be $100.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm already confused. Balance meaning you spent $100 or you have $100 you can spend.
No, balance meaning you've spent $100 and you haven't paid it off.
I just do the minimum.
You owe $100. Okay, well this is not good. This is not good. All right, you don't want it.
Oh my God.
So on everything that you're not paying off, you are paying 25% interest every single month that you carry that. So if you have let's just say $1,000 balance, every single month that you have $1,000 balance, you add $125 to that overall balance.
Yeah, but the issue is, though, if it's like a set small payment, like $50, you will never realize that until you're like, holy shit, why is it $3,000 now? I didn't spend that much.
Yeah. I was just talking to someone. They're like, I got $5,000 to spend.
But okay, so
like,
one of my cards, one of the first 2 cards had a limit of 1,000, and I got a city card. And I did a balance transfer to pay that one off.
This is exactly what not to do.
You get in the cycle of
my
one
dad
thing
hates
paying
it.
off another thing.
I was like, should I get the Southwest card? My mom's like, yeah, it's fine. My dad's like, do not get in this cycle. Like, don't get another one.
All right.
That's already happening.
If you love to have bad credit, message Katie. If you want good credit,
I got some tips and tricks.
hit me up.
Well, here, Eric, let me ask you this.
Or it's those people that hold on, man. It's like those people, those TikTok videos. It's like
Girl math?
It's like go open 3 credit cards, and then with that balance of those 3 credit cards, you can go get like a $50,000 line of credit for a business and open a business. And I'm like, is everyone fucking psycho? Like, what? Who is listening to this advice? It's told over and over again. Anyways, what were you gonna say?
So I have 2 credit cards, right? One has a relatively small balance that I use and pay off. The other one has a large balance in case of emergencies.
Yeah.
What would you recommend is the appropriate amount of credit cards then?
Wait, what do you mean? You mean it has a large limit, not a balance?
Well,
Correct?
large limit, yeah. Just in case, like, shit hits the fan, I need $3,000, I can just put it on that credit card and then slowly pay
Worry about it later.
I mean, you don't want to.
It's free money.
You don't want to have a. If
You're not paying for it.
If you're responsible, I have one just for food. I have one for grocery stores. I have one for gas. I have one.
So
for travel? I have a PayPal one.
So what is the debit card for then?
That
I don't
sounds
ever
insanity.
use it.
Now that's
I don't even have my debit card on me. It's at my house.
Honestly, maybe I should do that.
No, you should not.
It sounds like you should not. It sounds like you should cut up your credit card.
Why do you have? So you're saying each thing you spend, basically from food to entertainment to whatever, you have a separate card for each one. Now that sounds like insanity up
It
here,
is.
man.
It's a little bit insane.
Well,
maybe.
yeah, I mean a little bit.
It's a little insane, maybe. But I'm getting like 3-4% back on everything.
I mean,
So
fair,
you know what are you gonna do? It's not like I open these have all been. I open like
Over,
almost like one a year. This has all been over like
One a year. So at the end, you're gonna have what? 12 credit cards?
No, I'm wrong. No, I've been doing this. Like one every other year.
How many do you have right now? Let's say that first. How many do you
6?
have?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So now,
So are you paying it off every month?
Yeah.
Well, so getting 3 or 4% back is worth
100%.
it. But
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're not paying it off,
No, if you're
then
not
it
paying,
makes absolutely no sense.
yeah, if you're not paying your credit card off, you are getting screwed, and you should not have a credit card.
Yep.
Yes. The percent back is not worth it if you're not paying it off.
Exactly.
Correct. Yes. 100%. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe it's a good thing you didn't hit me up about those points. I might feel bad right now.
The thing is, I'm like, oh, I have to wait 5 to 7 days for the card to come in, so I can't even
We
use
need to
it.
have like a credit specialist on.
No,
to talk
please
to everyone.
don't.
Talk to everyone. We need to go through Katie's credit report.
No,
oh my god.
I have been saying my credit score is good. It's like
Yeah, but that's
amazing. I was
because-
shocked by it when I
Not
got my
yet.
car last year. Yes.
I mean,
I got my
not
car-
for long.
I got my car a year ago and they like had it on there and I was like, oh my gosh.
but what's your debt to income ratio like? If you start looking
Yeah,
at
what's your
how
DTI?
much you
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, that's not a good thing.
It's your total debt that you have to your yearly income.
Like minus
Yes.
a lot.
Like,
Actually, it's really not that bad actually.
So your total like car loan, for example, all of your credit card debt, any like medical debt. Well, I guess really medical debt isn't.
I don't have any
If you
medical
put it on
debt.
a card, it's still.
The
Yeah,
one-
I guess. Yeah.
One
sure.
thing I do have to start paying back is my student loans.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I logged into that last night and I saw the total loan amount and I literally was like, ugh.
Welcome back.
Over 30.
No, actually, it's only 16.
Oh, it's not bad.
Wow.
But still,
that's not bad at all.
but
It's
still,
not
for
bad.
somebody that is not good with money, that made me want to die.
Oh yeah, that's dude.
Because that's not free money.
You are the people that's going to tank this economy. People like you, all you credit card debtors.
You're welcome.
All these people that are not going to be able to afford an extra $200 a month are. We're gonna. I don't think this is going to end well with the
Whoa,
student
now
loans.
I budget reasonably well. I'm telling you right now, I'm still crying if I'm losing $300 extra a month. All right, and I'm still budgeting.
Yeah. No, I think.
My car payment's $360 a month,
Yeah.
and that makes me want to also die.
See, that's why I have a paid off car, and I
That's
refuse.
why
I would have loved to do that, but my car got stolen. So
Oh yeah, Kia gang,
Kia boys,
and then she got another Kia.
shout out. Yeah,
Why'd you get
it's
another
a
one?
23.
At this point, it's like
can't
the
get stolen.
Salvation Army. She just donates her vehicles.
I've only ever had Kias.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Are Kias still getting stolen, or they fix like some of those?
I haven't
problems?
seen
I have
anything.
no idea.
But a lot of them that did get their cars stolen they were totaled and then they just got new cars.
Okay.
But like mine is push to start now and they can't. You can't start that.
I was hearing that if they're by the key fob, they can get the signal.
I've seen that too. But I think they made the distance shorter now.
Because like some key fobs now you can turn off. Like the newer ones, you can like, I know Toyotas and stuff, you can actually completely turn the key fob off. So it doesn't like.
I saw a thing like a month or two ago of this podcast I watch. They got their car stolen. I think it was a Hyundai maybe. And the robbers had like this little like clicker thing and they go up to your front door.
Yes. Yeah.
And like just click it.
So they're trying to get the fob.
Key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and it
trying
unlocks
to get
the
as
car.
close to the house as possible. So a lot of the time they'll walk around like the side of a house as like
And
on
just-
the garage
yeah.
side to try and get fob access. Yeah.
And they just click until it
Interesting.
unlocks.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, Matt, how far in are we, sir?
You are now 50 minutes in.
Okay, good. I wanted to leave some time for this Super Bowl story. Okay. So now Chris was talking about how you have a Super Bowl ring. You were apparently on the marketing team.
No,
Okay.
I was.
So he's a liar.
Chris doesn't know then. All right, tell us the story.
Chris had bad information.
Yes. Tell us the story.
Well, it's kind of funny. It's all about knowing people. So in '97, I knew a freelance photographer who worked for the Rams.
Okay.
And there was a job opening for an assistant video director.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you. When I went in for the interview process, I went in, talked to the video director, and he indicated a lot of the benefits of being on a team. And he said, if we won the Super Bowl, you would get a Super Bowl ring. And I actually laughed out loud because they were so horrible.
Yeah.
Right? Completely bad.
Yeah.
Like 4 wins. And anyway, I still got the job. So anyway, yeah, I was there for only 2 years because you worked 120 hours a week for away games and around 90 for home games. It was crazy.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So we were an extension of the coaching staff.
Okay.
And we shot all practices, all
Makes sense.
free agent signees. They come in, you videotape so they can all that kind of stuff. So we were always shooting, always editing, always doing a lot of that stuff. But benefits, yeah. Win the Super Bowl, you get a Super Bowl ring. That's one of the benefits and the bonus that comes along with the Super Bowl as well. We got a portion of that. So great,
nice.
Still great memories. Being on the inside of a NFL team and you're like in a fishbowl. You can look out and see what's on the inside, which is not many people get to do. So that's pretty cool. And you rub shoulders with, like I know 5 Hall of Famers now.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Any crazy stories that you can tell publicly?
My mind's going, not a lot of,
Any fights? Any good stuff?
no, not, it was, I probably did not see being in the video area.
Yeah.
Some of the things that went on.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
In the locker room. Although we were told the very first day when you had your orientation and stuff like that. Yeah. When you're going through the locker room, look up.
I was like, wait.
Look for the exit sign.
Now, did they have female on the video team? Like,
No.
Okay.
No.
Interesting. Do they now, you think?
There were teams that did have female videographers and
I guess they got female trainers and stuff now.
Yeah.
What's the
I
big
was gonna
deal?
say they probably do.
Yeah, it's true.
it's just be there at the
Late 90s was a different time.
yes it was. Yeah, it was.
Did they have ice baths and saunas back then?
Yeah, they had ice baths.
Okay.
Yeah, there was especially I don't know full body. I don't remember seeing a lot of that.
Why didn't we know
legs,
to create an ice bath then and sell this thing?
I don't know.
What happened? What they've been doing this for? We needed Joe Rogan to say this 10 years ago and start a company. What the hell? These ice bath companies are making so much money now. Like so many people are buying them. It's insane.
What purchasing the ice bath itself. Yeah. I guess one crazy story. So the Super Bowl that I was not involved with in New England. You remember there was a story about a videotaping, a walkthrough, and the Patriots knew what the Rams were doing and all that kind of stuff.
I don't remember that. No.
So that was Super Bowl 36. Well, it was at the Superdome. Superdome, it was built before they took into consideration any kind of video work. So you were actually shooting as high up in the rafters or at the top of the building in air conditioning vents down. Well, anybody could be anywhere in that stadium and shoot anything that they wanted to.
Gotcha.
And part of that whole thing was, did they find anything? I don't think so.
So they were secretly recording the Rams, you mean?
Well, that's
what some people think.
Yes, I don't know.
Interesting.
But it was.
It probably was true. I mean, we know that the Patriots did it, right? They got caught doing it.
Yeah, they got a few years later.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of teams that have been caught recording.
Yeah.
It's like, is it even? I guess it's a big deal because you can see their plays and stuff. But it's like you don't think they all have access to most of that stuff nowadays. Nowadays they got everyone records everything. Like,
well, back then you gotta remember they had like a playbook they would work from. They would probably keep a majority of the same stuff year to year. So if you could figure out 5 or 6 good plays, at least you have a leg up. It's scummy as all hell though.
Yeah, that's true. So how big is the ring? Is it awkward to wear?
It is. It's a quarter pound.
Oh shit.
And that's small now compared to what you look at the Chiefs ring.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That was small compared to what they have now.
That's crazy. Do you have it in like a glass box?
I have it in a very safe place.
in a light
well,
on it.
What's funny is I heard a story, Travis Kelce couldn't find his Super Bowl ring and he found it in the car in like underneath the seat something. I'm like,
this is why he's cringe. This is why Travis Kelce is cringe. You just brought it up. Thank you for bringing it up.
Not Travis. I'm talking Jason.
Oh.
Yeah, chill out.
Jason. Sorry, did I say Travis? I probably said Travis. It's Jason.
It's because Travis is the better brother.
Is Jason cringe too?
But what you're thinking of is like a nice display case.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just in a cup holder somewhere.
That's exactly right.
Well, that's crazy. You think you'd care more after you win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so it depends.
Well, I guess the ring.
Depends on what you care about.
Yeah, I guess the ring is like, whatever. So were you in there with the champagne popping?
I was.
Okay.
Ooh.
We had after party.
Nice.
Is that
when they still used to go to that bar over by in Lafayette Square?
I never been there. I guess I was talking about the after party at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
It was an all night deal.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm sure that was a good time.
It was. It was a good time.
I'm sure. Well, before we get out of here, Katie, you got any other questions for Scott here? Got anything you want to talk about? Anything on your mind? Do you want to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce real quick, just to wrap it up? Do you want to defend them?
The thing is, I would, but it would not be real quick because I would just like go off.
No, you're going to flame me?
No, like go off on a tangent.
Oh.
Because of all the information that I know.
Is it bad for me to say that
yes,
Taylor Swift is dating down with Travis Kelce?
Yes.
Why is the fit doesn't make any sense.
Did you see the most recent picture of them at the after party?
She needs to be like with Ryan, like not like Gosling, but like somebody like that, like not a fuckboy.
Well, she's like.
It just doesn't. I don't understand why she's with the fuckboy. It's just a weird. Like all she's sung about her whole fucking career is dudes like Travis Kelce.
We've already discussed this. No, she doesn't only think about that.
That is sorry.
Her main radio hits. Yes.
I'm gonna get attacked.
And that's the reason that they're hits.
No, but going back to what she sings about is Travis Kelce. Not all of her songs, but the ones talking about her exes. Fuckboy, like Travis Kelce is.
What song are you talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't know.
This is what I heard from I found on TikTok, and I don't know if it's true.
It's gotta be true.
Travis Kelce is the 13th person.
The 13th boyfriend she would have. Yep.
Yeah.
And 13's her favorite number. And their last game that she was at.
Started something.
They won. The Chiefs won by 31 points. Flip 31 around. What number is that?
But isn't that bad? It's bad luck then that it's flipped around then, right?
Another thing. His jersey, his number is 87.
Yeah.
87 plus 13 equals 100. 100% match.
100%.
There's enough liquor in the world for me to try to diagnose what I just heard.
Okay. So Travis Kelce, all right. She's definitely dating down. Like she's S tier. If there's like a tier list, she's like S tier in terms of fame. Like she could get in anywhere. She could call, like Trump would pick up her phone call.
Yeah.
100%.
See, it depends though, right?
I love your
Do you
music.
want someone that has like the same level of stardom as you?
No.
2 headaches? Probably not. You want
But
someone.
why is she going to date someone that's a headache? Like, he's a headache.
Now,
No,
I
no.
don't know that, right?
Like, the
I'm
guys
saying you
are
want
gonna
someone
cause you
that's low
problems.
stress. You want so. I don't know. Maybe she's working her way down. Maybe she's going to get down there eventually after he dies. I don't know.
I think, what if, all right, either it's a publicity stunt, which I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
I don't understand
They don't
it.
need, neither of them need publicity.
I don't, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know why it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Or they're clones and this is an alternate reality. That's the only thing that makes sense. They could be clones.
No.
I wish my clone was here right now and I was at home. That'd be great.
That was like the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Was here and you'd be at home.
That's good.
No, I watched Travis and Jason's podcast yesterday, and it was all Swifties watching it too because he talked about Taylor.
You won't believe where we went for dinner. No, like the car he was driving out of the venue, like the brake light was out on it.
Well,
So it's like,
that's
dude,
that's the other thing that people are like, okay, this has to be real because she does not go anywhere, not in a bulletproof Escalade.
That's why it's a publicity stunt.
No.
So she's giving up safety for her love of Travis Kelce.
No, she just trusts him.
What the hell is he gonna do?
She's like,
What is he packing? Like, he's like, I got my girl.
She also just like is besties with his mom now, apparently.
Oh my God, this is gonna. I have a feeling.
We will see how this turns out.
I was gonna say, if I were a betting man, I would say.
Well, now I am a betting man. So what would you like to bet?
I don't think this ends up. I feel like this ends up in a story, and a story where it ends up them breaking up, and it's gonna be a glorious day when I get to talk about it on this podcast.
No, regardless, it is win-win. If they're together, it's a win.
It's a win for Travis Kelce, 100%.
It's also a win if they break up because that means a new album's coming out and it's gonna be amazing. So win-win either way. Oh my
God! So this is genius. So she's dating Travis Kelce just to make her next studio album.
Well, people also at the before she went to the game.
Is that right?
No.
That could be right.
No.
Right?
She still has another year of tour. She's not gonna drop an album.
They got to date for like a year or two to go through some rocky parts, so she has some good music.
Another theory before she was it was confirmed that she was at the game and whatnot. People were thinking. So she is an Eagles fan. She's from there. She is very public about being an Eagles fan. So people are like, maybe
she's an Eagles fan.
Yeah, she's from there.
Oh, I was about to say, if you're not from Philadelphia, it's an odd. That's an odd team to support.
There's a line in one of her songs that like references like her Eagle T-shirt.
That makes sense.
But people are like, oh my God, what if she's just like trying to date Travis to distract him and the Chiefs so that the Eagles can do better?
Oh my gosh.
Has he been doing that?
I don't think that's.
Hold on.
Well, everybody on TikTok's like he is like the best tight end in the league.
Hold on.
Whatever.
No, keep going. I'm looking up my
whatever
fantasy
that
league
means
real quick. I'm gonna see how many points he has this year. Where is he ranking in tight ends? I don't know where he's at.
Well, yeah, the new trend on TikTok is girls will be like, "Oh, isn't it so crazy that Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map?" And they all get so pissed. They're like,
and
he's the best.
Yeah, it's the wives.
You tell the husbands.
Telling the husbands. I've seen those.
Yeah, and the husbands are like, "Are you kidding me? Everybody knew who he was."
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he have points?
Why is it not giving me?
So what you're looking for is like he's 5th in career catches and 4th in yards receiving. So he's up there. I mean, he's not some schmuck.
He's 4 right now. He's 4th this year. TJ Hawkinson, Sam Laporta, Hunter Henry.
And he missed a game, so.
Yeah, that's true. So he missed the game. If we take that, I mean, he's yeah. He
Amazing.
would be right up there, essentially right along TJ. So, no, shout out Travis, dude. Shout out Travis. I'll let you. Hey, let's get. Someone tag Travis. Let's get him in. Let's get.
We can
let's
really
get him on the pod. Let's get him on the pod and really talk about their relationship.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to.
We'll fly out to Kansas City.
We can really see what Katie's passionate about here too.
Yeah, it's Taylor.
Travis might end up just punching me in my face 5 minutes in.
Yeah, just
Taylor
let
Swift
me do
might
it.
show up, but she'll have a heart attack on camera. I mean, it's all good.
I would literally just.
What if I turn into the biggest fanboy ever? I'm like, oh my God, I love you guys both. Then you pull up all the clips of the past podcast. You're like, no, I was just kidding. I'm sorry. Like me, please, like me.
Get out of my studio.
All right. Let's wrap it up here. All right, Scott, before we get out of here, what do you want to tell the audience? Where can they follow you?
Oh, well, follow me. Facebook. I do a lot of good things and sharing of people's, I think everybody needs to show the good in everything, success. And I have this thing where I do what we do, or started when on the farm. So I'm from Nebraska on the farm. And I just have a lot of fun with, there's crazy stuff that happened on the farm.
Awesome.
And so there's Facebook, but mainly the websites. And I'm not sure if you want to put that in the comments. Or,
we can drop them in.
whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was a pleasure, Scott, having you on.
Hey, thank you. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Hopefully I don't get yelled at for yet another bad take on many things here today, but that's what we're here for, right? All right, that's all the time we have for today. However, we will be back next week, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time on Fridays with a new episode, new guest, and unfortunately more of your hosts, myself and Katie. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching live or later, we said something wrong, said something you hate, or said something you want to hear more about, you can visit us at stlouispodcast.com. or feel free and message us on any of the social media platforms. Finally, shout out Half Coast Studios. If you need a podcast recorded in St. Louis, or if you need a virtual podcast recorded wherever, shout out halfcoaststudios.com. Talk with Matt, talk with Alex, talk with the team members there. Once again, it's been a pleasure talking with you, Scott, and a pleasure hosting this podcast for the people of St. Louis. We'll see you again next week. Thank you.
Hey there, St. Louis podcast listeners. We've got some exciting news from our sponsor, Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, led by the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Lee. Mark Lee of Farmers Insurance is recruiting agency owners here in St. Louis.
That's right, Garrett, and everyone knows what Farmers Insurance is, and if they don't, they will now.
Yes, it's kind of a household name. That said, as many of you know, a large part of our audience is made up of badass business owners, entrepreneurs, and top producing sales professionals with an open mind like yourself. Farmers Insurance is currently searching for driven individuals who aspire to own their own business or already own their own business and want to add another income stream to join the Farmers Insurance brand and own their own insurance agency.
This is a stellar opportunity to build your own insurance agency from scratch, take over an existing agency, or if you're just a slow roller, we know you, the guys out there and ladies, get paid to train under an existing successful agency owner before starting your own.
Holy shit, Eric. That means that whether you have experience as a business owner or you've never heard the word business before in your life, there's a pathway to owning your own business through Farmers Insurance Agency led by Mark Lee.
That's right. You can become a Farmers Insurance business owner even if you've been homeless in the past, just like you.
Yeah, thanks.
If you've ever dreamt of being your own boss, building a team under a reputable brand, and making a difference in your community by offering top-tier auto, home, and commercial insurance to consumers and businesses in your area, Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, led by the godlike man himself, Mark Lee, has the perfect opportunity for you.
Visit insurancecareerstl.com to speak with Mark Lee, the district manager of Farmers Insurance of St. Louis, to become a Farmers Insurance agency owner today.
Did you hear that, St. Louis? Go visit insurancecareerstl.com. Insurancecareerstl.com. That is INSURANCE, career, CAREERSTL.com.
To become a business owner today. Again, one more time, visit insurancecareerstl, as in St. Louis.com today. Right now, this second, or reach out to us at stlouispodcast.com and we'll introduce you to Mark Lee ourselves. And I promise he won't spell out insurance and career to you.